Alright, let's see if we get a good game this time. I'm offering the Scandinavian defense, and my opponent decided to trade down and played knight c3. So I'm going to run over with queen a5. I just had a game like this. Knight f3 makes sense. Knight f6. Pawn d4. I like bishop f5. Bishop f5 and bishop g4 are the two moves here, but I like to play bishop f5. And bishop d3. Not, I think, the best move, but maybe an okay move. I'm going to let him trade on f5. I'd love for him to trade on f5 because I've got queen takes. I wonder if he's forgetting I have queen takes. The reason I think bishop d3 is not that great is you generally don't want to trade the light squared bishops for white, but I still don't want to trade on d3 and help my opponent develop if I can. I'd rather he trades on f5 and helps my queen get to a great square on f5 than I trade on d3 and help his queen get to a good square on d3. Knight e5. So that move is trying to cut off my queen from the defense of the bishop, I think. I think that means that now I should trade on d3. Notice that now my queen is threatening the bishop on g5 potentially. I think that my opponent's giving up a pawn on e5. Knight takes d7. I can just take back knight takes d7. Alright. Do I want to do like g takes here? I might want to do g takes. If knight takes, queen takes, I think my opponent's fine. I don't want to try and save the bishop on d3 or anything. There's no intermezzo there. I'm going to try g takes. I'm expecting knight takes d7 and king takes d7. And my king is in the middle, but I have a really strong pawn wall. I have the better bishop, the better minor piece. My bishop on d6 is better than his knight on c3. And let's see if I can get something going on the files on the king side. I'm going to play my a rook to g8 so I don't let his queen take on d7. Alright, so he's got his knight coming in. It's hitting f6 and my bishop on d6. I don't want to allow the trade. Maybe it's okay to allow the trade. Should I let him trade on d6 or not? Well, should or shouldn't, I'm going to. Rook g6 defends f6, gets ready to potentially double, covers the queen's attack on h7. Pre-move recapturing on d6. I'm not sure if I should be doing this. There's an idea. Alright, a3. Alright, let's double rooks. g3. Makes sense. Queen's on d3. Let's go for h5 now. I want to play h4. Alright, knight takes d6, king takes d6, h4. Alright, his queen is on d3. I really want some kind of rook action on the h file. I don't have that yet, but I can try f5 and f4. F4 is not possible from white because rook takes g3 check, forking the king and the queen. Queen e3. I don't think that's too dangerous. I think that now I should just play rook g4 and try to push pawn f4. Even if he moves his king out of the pin, I would still push pawn f4 just to crack open the structure. I haven't moved my queen yet because I'm kind of expecting b4 and hoping that I can kind of gain a tempo when I have to run away, so I don't preemptively run away because I don't think b4 is that useful. It's like b4, maybe I just go queen d5. And if he sacrificed a pawn with like c4, I actually would be pretty good with taking that. f4. Absolutely. Yeah, he can't even take because rook takes h4 is not mate, but his only move will be queen h3 and he'll lose the queen. So f4 is, I think, just winning objectively. I'm sure he's going to find a way to make it tricky. Or I'm not sure, but I imagine he'll try. I'm close on time because I really like this position. Okay, so I trade queens. I missed that he was going to get to do d takes e5 with check, which is not a problem, but it's not winning like I was thinking it might be. Rook g1, and I should still take. F takes. And let's go after the e5 pawn. Rook a e1. Let's let the other rook into the game. Perhaps the right strategy for him is to go after f7, if you can do that. Maybe I just hide my king on b6 in such a case. Well, I'm just going to hide my king on b6 in any case. King up. Okay. Let's play rook to d4. I like my position better, but I don't know what to do with it. Let's keep pressuring e5. I feel like the e-pawn is the weakest pawn on the board, but I don't know how to prove it. Rook e4. It's a good move. Let's pull back. Let's see, maybe I can get something by doubling on the d file. My opponent's about 20 seconds ahead of me, so I really need to pick up the speed. He's doubled behind the e-pawn. And let's see if I can come into e2 in a strong way. To d2, infiltrating on the second rank. He's got to pass h-pawn. Alright. He did king takes g4, rook d2. Let's go after c3. Rook e3. Rook check. It was rook 1 e3, so the other one's on e4. Is that a good move? Let's see if I can get some kind of mate threat going. So rook g7, rook h7. It might be a perpetual and not a mate. Looks very dangerous. Rook f4, so he's going after f7. I should defend it. King h6. Now I have a perpetual. Do I have more? I'm not seeing more here. I think I need to take the perpetual. If he avoids it, it's mate. He has to go up to h7. And agreed drawn. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Did I have something more than a perpetual there? It's such a suspicious thing for his king to be sitting on h8 in this final position. Rook f8 mate. Rook f8 mate. My opponent says I had it. I'm not sure where he's talking about rook f8 mate. Ah, I just missed mate in 1 on h8. For some reason, I forgot that that was just mate right away. I was going for these mating patterns, but I just forgot mate in 1. Ah! Not a terrible game, but missing mate in 1 right here with rook h8 in this position. That blows. Yeah. Alright, so not a bad game. I'll take it.